Hello, everybody. I was just watching the NFL Network, and they were doing a um, thing on the Giants, and they were talking about how they don't have a quarterback, and they can't take it seriously because they don't have a quarterback. Wait a minute. There's several teams without a quarterback, including the Steelers, including the Vikings. Well, the Vikings have that young kid, McCarthy, but they wanted to get a veteran in there as well. And I guess to compete, and also in case the kid's not ready or he gets hurt. And also the Browns are now looking for a quarterback. So there's several teams looking for a quarterback. But why single my Giants out as the one team that doesn't have a quarterback when we're clearly not the only team? And then this one guy, I don't know, he's a football player that used to be on the Lions, and he was picking on the Giants, saying they suck, blah 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 blah. They got rid of the best player, Saquon Barkley, and it ruined the culture of the team and the fact that they didn't fire their coach and GM. Okay, how to unpack some of this? Maybe some of it's true. Maybe there is some truth to it, like but maybe there isn't. Maybe some of it's like, okay, we're gonna give this coach, this GM, one more shot. And what was our biggest need going into the season? We had to fix the secondary, the defense, the secondary, and the defensive line. We've done that. And free agency ain't over. We can still make some deals, and there's also the draft and stuff that we can improve upon on that. And so secondary cornerback, we got a safety. We got some guys for the defense, a couple of guys for the defensive line. So we've addressed that in a big way in free agency so far. Our other big need is quarterback. Obviously, we haven't addressed that yet, but we are waiting around for Aaron Rodgers. Like, that's the reason why we haven't signed anyone, because we're trying to get Aaron Rodgers, and he hasn't decided. And there's fallback options. Obviously, the next option after that is Russell Wilson, who is meeting the Giants today, Friday. Um, so so if let's see, if Monday was the 10th, um, 10th, 11th. So I mean, today's the 15th, I think. Whatever. Today, Russell Wilson is meeting with the Giants, and if I'm the Giants, because Rodgers is taking so long, I'm telling Russell, what is it going to take to get you to sign a contract before you leave this building? We want you on the Giants. That's what I would tell him, and I would make him a definite priority. Maybe give him a 2-year deal or something, any kind of amount of money he wants. Really, really break the bank to get this guy in here, and right there, problem solved right there. And then we just got to draft a young quarterback in the draft. I would try to trade up. If not, people think I'm crazy for this, but I would take Jackson Dart at 3. I know a lot of people like Hunter if that's the case. If all the rest of the quarterbacks have been taken and they're, you know, you could go for Travis Hunter or something, or Abdul Carter. But I like Jackson Dart. He is definitely not the next Daniel Jones. And let's be real, Daniel Jones wasn't that bad. He had a great rookie year. His second year in the NFL, um, he uh, looked really, really good. It was our Dable's first year. He kind of looked like a hybrid of like Peyton and Eli Manning, but he could run like Lamar Jackson. And um, I don't know. We won a playoff game that year. Dable won Coach of the Year, and then, or was that year 3? of his career. That might have been year 3 of his career. I forget how it all went down. Was his second year? No. I don't know. I think it was this. I think it was his second year, definitely, of his career. So then somewhere down the road, he just kept getting hurt. He got 2 ankle injuries because of a bad offensive line at the time. He got a neck injury. And then the final nail in the coffin for him, so to speak, was when he got the ACL tear in the back of the knee, and it hasn't been the same since. I mean, they say it takes him about 2 years to come back from that. It's been 2 years. It's the same amount of time that almost to the same year that Rodgers got hurt. So if people saying Rodgers is going to be better because of that, even more so Daniel Jones is going to be better because he's younger. He's a much younger player who's going to recover from something like that. So 2 years out, he's now with the Colts. He just signed with the Colts, Daniel Jones. I think he's going to have a huge year, and I think he might. I think if even if you might say the same thing about Rodgers, he's 41. So will he recover as quickly? And is injury more of a factor at his age? I mean, so what? He's 2 years removed too, right? Well, what if he pulls a hamstring because he had, he's or something, or is a oblique issue or something? There could be tons of injuries that could befall him. I mean, what if he twists his ankle or something at 41? That's not the same thing as Daniel Jones, who's a much younger man. So Daniel Jones is not a bad quarterback. I think he just was injured a lot, and a lot of it had to do with getting tackled so much from having a bad offensive line. But they also brought up on the segment how bad the offensive line was. Again, the guy from the Lions said that, and he's such an idiot because the guy I forget the guy's name. Guy up at the corner might be from MLB Network as well, or if not, I don't think he's from MLB Network, but and I forget his name, but he basically said, wait, the Giants have a good offensive line. It's not that bad. And he named some players, Runyon, this guy, the guy they drafted, the guy they signed as a free agent, Illuminor, for all these guys. We just signed Stinney again. We just signed Greg Van Roten. I mean, we don't have a bad offensive line. I think could use improvement. Yeah, and we signed two depth guys and Greg Van Roten this off season, and I think the next step on the offensive line would be to get a left guard, someone to take over for. The guy we drafted, who was that guy we drafted a few years ago? The big, tall, drink of water. Evan Neal, to take over for Evan Neal. We gotta replace him or to move him over to the other side of the line to move him to a different position. So anyway, we're kind of right now in a waiting period of what quarterback is gonna be available. And we'll see what happens. I don't think the Giants are all that bad. I've heard people say that they're not as bad as they appear. That they're a couple of pieces away from being a competitive team. One being a quarterback and a veteran and a young quarterback. That they could maybe be, if they do the right things, and so far they have been doing some good things, they could be a 9-win team and maybe be in the playoffs in the NFC, or at least be in the bubble, which would be an improvement, and the coach and the GM would save their jobs. And if we got a young quarterback, you figure he's only going to get better with the right coaching. Well, one thing I will say for our coach and GM, they've never had the chance to draft a quarterback. Never had the chance. and let's give them a chance. Let's give them a chance to draft their own quarterback and see what happens. Oh, also, we also improved the special teams. We got 2 special teamers. So, anyway, that's going to be it, guys. Have a great day. And don't let anything get you down. May the force be with you, and God bless.